You're right, lads, this is Prash here from Single to Taken for another video. So this week I'm out interviewing women on the street, and the question I'm working on this week is that, well, he said that it's a stupid question, so I'm glad that the subscriber has been vulnerable. He's saying that I've just asked out a girl and she said yes and agreed to go out with me on a date. Does that mean that she likes me? Stay tuned. Okay, so the question that I'm working on this week is that, so guy's just got a phone number from a girl and he's asked her out and she's agreed to go out with him on a date, and he said, does that mean that she likes me? Great question, thank you so much for sending that over. So now let me give you my take on this. So before I went through my journey and I was out trying to look for love and find a girlfriend, whenever I did get a number from a girl and when she did agree to go out with me on a date, I felt quite ecstatic because I thought to myself, yes, I'm in there. But then when things didn't work out, or maybe when she thought that, okay, she doesn't feel that attraction following the first date or changed her mind, then I would go back on the low again because I thought, oh, what's happened here? So let me give you my take on this. If a woman agrees to go out on a date with a man, her first date, it doesn't mean that she totally likes him. It means that there is potential. Now, because I was so desperate to get a girlfriend back then, I thought to myself, yes, I'm in there, and I got overly excited for it and put my hopes up. But I didn't think about the fact that, okay, her agenda is different to mine. Maybe she's got, because remember, a purpose of a date is to assess whether or not that person is worthy for your liking, and that whether he or she was the right person for you. And she's got that agenda as well in her mind about what she wants in her ideal man. So she's probably curious about you. She wants to think, okay, this guy seems cool. From the impression of when you had that first encounter and when you asked for the telephone number, so in that period from the first encounter to asking on that date, in that time period, there's something which she likes about you, or she sees something in you, so she sees that potential. So she's thinking, okay, let me give this guy a chance. But it doesn't mean that she totally likes you. And this is where I got caught up, where I would put my hopes up on thinking, yes, I'm in there. And then when she rejected me afterwards, I would get more depressed again. So bear this in mind. You have to also understand that male to female and female to male attraction work totally differently. So with us guys, we're very visual. We'll see someone we like and we just think, yes, I definitely want her. Whereas with a woman, it's totally different. Attraction is something that develops over time. It's more about how you make her emotionally feel whilst you are in her presence. So initially she thought, okay, this guy seems cool, I want to know more about this person. So she's considering you as an option, and there could be a possibility after the first date that she could reject you because she doesn't feel that connection. So you shouldn't give up your hopes on her. For a woman's attraction to develop to such a level that she wants you, it'll take time. And after maybe going on a few dates, that's when she'll make that decision. So it's not always the case like how we are as guys. So you have to bear this in mind as well. So what I would suggest is that hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Be prepared that she may reject you, or she may change her mind afterwards, because she also wants to get to know you and find out all the great things about you and see whether she is the right person for her, because she's got a different agenda and a mind map of what constitutes to her ideal guy, in the same way that you've got a set of traits of what constitutes your ideal woman. So she's assessing that, she's using that date as an assessment to see whether or not you meet all the qualities that she has. So don't give your hopes up too much on her. The guy's just asked a girl out, she's agreed to go out with him on a date. Does that mean that she likes him?
I don't think it necessarily means that she likes him. I think she's trying to get to know him, and how she acts on the first date will show like where she's at, what she sees from him, what's interesting about him. But I don't think it necessarily means she likes him. She just wants to get to know him, I think.
So it's not game, set, match. It's more like, oh, okay, I'm curious about this guy.
There's something about him that's attracting me, and I want to see more into it, and then I'll make my decision after a while, I think. But it's not like 100% I like him right away. It's more like let's see what we can figure out.
Yeah, so she's giving him a chance. She wants to assess whether or not she's worthy enough for him, because she's got her own set of qualities in her mind that she wants, or an ideal mind map or image of what she wants in her ideal guy. and she's just assessing that.
Just trying to see if he fits in a way, or if he can bring something more to her.
So a guy's just got a woman's phone number, and he's asked her out on a date, and she's agreed to it. Does that mean that she likes him?
From my opinion, as a woman, yes, it could mean that she likes him, but there is small possibility that she cannot say no for this guy, and but in most cases, from my experience, it can be like giving a try to this conversation or relationships and see how it goes.
So what you're saying is she just wants to see what this guy's all about, so she's curious.
Yeah.
But then she could decide afterwards that he's not for her and decline
Yes,
afterwards.
definitely, yes.
So
They need to understand each other better and understand if they have something in common for each other.
Like a test drive.
Like a dance, like you're starting dancing with someone and you can feel if it's like comfortable and it feels good or not, and then you can decide if you want to have another dance with this person or not.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Right, so a guy's just got a girl's phone number, and she's
Yeah.
agreed to go out with him on a date.
Yeah.
Does that mean that she likes him?
Yeah, I think that if a woman or girl gives to man number, that means that of course she likes this guy, because in other case she wouldn't give the number. But sometimes, for example, it depends on the situation. Maybe she's a little bit polite, would like to be polite, yes. So, and it's from different situation, depends from the situation where is she. For example, if she's sitting in such a park or something like this, and usually because of the atmosphere, and maybe she will be like pretty like to give this to any man, yes. But if she like in the pub, maybe she will think over before giving number, because there are a lot of men inside, and in this case maybe she will be a little bit careful. So I think it's first, of course, when woman gives her number, it's because she likes this man. The second, it depends from the situation. So
Yeah. So you shouldn't view it as a green light that, it's a game, set, match. It's more about that, okay, there's potential, but then it could go the other way.
yes.
Say, for example, a guy asks a girl out, and the girl says yes to agree with him to go out on a date. Does that mean that she likes him?
I think most of the case, yes, but like in some cases, the woman might just be like embarrassed or don't know how to say no to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think mostly yes, I think.
But then he shouldn't get too caught up on it, because it
No.
could be the case that maybe she's a bit curious.
Yeah.
And she may turn around and say, okay, I don't feel that we have that connection. So he has to hope for the best but prepare for the worst.
Yeah. So maybe just go for the first ones, and maybe like in the following ones you need to think about that a little bit more.
Yeah. Right. So if a girl, if a guy asks a girl out and she says yes, does that mean that she likes him?
It means that she potentially likes him, and that she's willing to give it a chance and see how it goes. But just because she agrees to go on the date doesn't mean she wants to date you seriously or hook up with you. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that guys shouldn't get their hopes up just because she said yes. It doesn't mean it's a green light. It's just that there's potential, but there's a possibility that it could go the other way, so he's got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, of course. You can go on a date and think you'll like someone and then have no chemistry, and it's nothing on the person. But you can go on a date and it can go really well and lead to more things.
Yeah. Right, guys. Well, I hope that helps. So, when a woman says yes and agrees to go out on a date with you, doesn't mean that she totally likes you. She's interested or curious, but bear in mind that she may change her mind afterwards, after following the first day, and may think that, okay, this guy isn't for me. So remember, rejection is just a redirection to a better prospect. Well, I hope this helps. You know the drill. Like, share and subscribe. And if you've got any questions or comments, post them in the comment box below and I'll go and interview the women on the streets. Hope you guys are well and I will talk to you soon. See ya.